Well, it's been almost 2 weeks since Typhoon Sodalor hit Saipan, and as part of our continuing coverage of the recovery efforts, Tim McHenry spoke to someone with direct involvement in the recovery process. Tim?
Thanks, guys. We talked with Commonwealth Utilities Corporation Public Information Officer Brad Rosala about the continuing recovery efforts in Saipan. Brad provides some insight into the successes and challenges of restoring power and water to the island. Here's the story. In Saipan, in the aftermath of Typhoon Sodalor, things can change rapidly as various convoys roam the streets, delivering much-needed supplies and manpower to the typhoon-ravaged island. This became apparent during a conversation with Commonwealth Utilities Corporation spokesperson Brad Rosala.
Oh, this is really cool. Here's a convoy coming through. These deuce and halves coming from the Marine Corps.
Oh, they're with supplies?
Yeah, that's it. Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on right now. We've got a flatbed with a front end loader. There's another front end loader just driving by itself. Another deuce and half. There's a truck full of Marines in the back. There's a bigger truck full of Marines in the back of that.
As for the restoration process, Rosala tells PNC just this morning FEMA arrived with generators to help re-energize the reservoirs that help with pumping water to the residents of Saipan.
We've already been able to re-energize them. We've just received some new generators from the Army Corps of Engineers through FEMA assistance, and we're able to now put water into those wells, those reservoirs, excuse me, in addition to others. And in fact, we just had 3 more that came online between last night and this morning that we're able to start filling now, and that would be up north in Marpi.
Rosala says that once the reservoirs are re-energized, the CUC will be able to provide water to several villages across Saipan for at least 2 to 4 hours a day, depending on which village you live in. In terms of power, Rosala says that the damage to the power infrastructure was massive. He says their primary feeder lost 45% of its power poles during the typhoon, and that's just one feeder. Last week, the Guam Power Authority sent over personnel as well as electrical equipment, poles, and wires to help assist in the recovery effort. Rosala says that current estimates show Saipan may need at least 700 power poles, and he says that number is expected to grow as estimates wrap up. Right now, Saipan has 900 poles on order from the mainland. So far, the Guam Power Authority has donated 90 poles to Saipan. Looking back, Rosala says that things on Saipan have changed drastically from just 1 week ago.
People in some villages can turn on their faucets and water comes out. Last week, that would have, it didn't seem impossible, but it seemed like it was going to be a very difficult task to do. Last week, on this day last week, we had power poles covering our main roads. We had trees down. We had people who couldn't get out of their homes. We had people with power poles resting on their homes. And today, a lot of that's gone.
For PNC News, I'm Tim McHenry.